When's the last time you've seen a pitcher with a 9.5K prop? The answer is tonight. Hey, you're watching The Perfect Lineup, where Josh Engleman and myself, Dave Loughran, try to take down a tournament. Two pitchers, one stack. Let the single lineup sims do the rest of the work. And as always, if you want to get involved, let us know down in the comments who you think will be the top scoring stack tonight on a monster 14-game slate. And if you happen to be right, you're getting the free week of the MLB Sims. Still some monster prize pools out there. Football's not here quite yet. And remember, you may want to play this one like a tournament on a huge slate here. If you're the only one to guess it, you're locked into the Sims. Just email support@stokastic.com and you're in. Anyway, if you like this content, you think it's helped you along the way, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. All right, so at SP1, I never want to just go out and blindly play high-priced, exorbitantly priced tonight, chalk. But this spot's too good to pass up, man. It's just too good. The Sims love Tarek Skubal. The tools love him. The projection is massive, and his props are insane. 8.5K prop juice to the over. Actually, on DraftKings, he has a 9.5K prop. 19.5 outs and a 1.5 earn run allowed prop, minus 157 to the under on Pinnacle. I mean, it's just, you don't see stuff like this. Flat out crazy stuff tonight against an Angels team that, is not good. League high, 27% K rate against lefties on the active roster. Bottom 10, WOBA, WRC plus. They've got some pop, but if you can't make contact with the baseball, what good is that going to do you? 3-run team total, 3.0 for the Angels. Skubal's a minus 300 money line favorite. Now it's baseball. Anything could happen. I get it. But if you want to just put things in perspective, right? Let's crystallize things for one moment here. If you wanted to take Skubal to get double digit 10 plus strikeouts on DraftKings, you'd be getting it at plus 110 tonight. Think about that for a second. Just madness. For what it's worth, though, I do like Christopher Sanchez quite a bit tonight. We've said it all season long here and on the strategy show. He's been one of the most dominant and consistent pitchers all season long. Do me a favor. Pull up his game logs. Not just, not the game log watch, but to simply look at how deep he's pitching into games, because it's out of control. Every day it's 7-8 innings, maybe a complete game tossed in here and there. Rangers are bottom of the barrel against lefties as well on top of that. So I like him. It's a really deep slate for pitching because, well, we have 28 teams on the field.
We closed out Wednesday's slate with just 4 people that took the Seattle Mariners to be the top scoring stack. And those 4 people are on the wheel right now. And that wheel is spinning to find out who will win 1 week of MLB DFS Sims at Stokastic.com. And that person just needs to send an email to support@Stokastic.com. And that person is, I typed that wrong. That's supposed to be Brian Stacia49, not Brain. But either way, you know if this is you. And if it is, take a screenshot, email support@Stokastic.com, and claim your free week.
All right, I went back and forth a lot on SP2 here. Obviously, you have autonomy. You can make your own decisions. Just feeding you information as it comes. And of course, if you're already a Sims user, you know that that's going to feed you good information, whether it's the single lineup sim or it's the actual Sims, whatever it may be. Zach Gallen has been pretty bad this season. That is a fact. But you know who's been even worse? The Colorado Rockies, by a wide margin. No team's been worse against righties or struck out more against righties than the Rockies this year. They have a 78 WRC plus, dead last. League worst 6.3% walk rate on top of the league high 24% K rate. I have little confidence in Zach Gallen. That's no secret. None of us should. He's given us no reason to trust him this year. But the Rockies were just outscored 45-6 at home in Coors Field. That is a blowout in a football game. 10-1, 15-1, 20-4, whatever it was. I mean, outrageously bad stuff. I mean, historically bad performance from this team, not just in that series, but all year long. You could go Tanner Bybee against the White Sox here. Good spot for sure. He'll get some ownership. Or Luis Castillo against the Rays. I like him in a discounted ownership, getting 7% right now. But we are close to mid-August, and there's been one thing that is printed for us, has been tried and true all season long, and that is pitchers almost any of them against the Rockies.
The last two stack picks have not worked out the way that I wanted them to. I'm hoping that we change that up today. And we are getting some really good value and what I think is an under-owned team today, and that is the Minnesota Twins. Top Stack Tool is painting them in a really good light, but it depends how you filter it. Because if you sort by top stack odds, this is a massive slate. They are 12th in top stack. Now that doesn't seem like it's high enough for what we're doing here. However, it's the rest of the information that really holds us up here. They are number 1 in top value, the best value team that exists. These guys are essentially free. Now, the only downside to this is that just about everybody is second base eligible, and unfortunately, we only get one of those. They are 3rd in stack score today. That value is carrying so much weight, and because of the fact that we've got an expensive pitcher in this lineup, we need a little savings. They are 7th overall in ownership, which means we've got a pretty good gap between stack score and ownership. And for the Twins, they've got a matchup against Seth Lugo, who is not as good as he used to be. He's not bad right now, I want to be clear, although some of the underlying metrics aren't going to be helpful. He's got a 425 xFIP, a 425 Sierra this season. That's a completely average starting pitcher, but he was a lot better in years past. Just a 21% K rate right now, an 8% walk rate. That's up 2% over basically every other season he's at least 2%, I might add. 247 X ISO to lefties, a 9.5% swinging strike rate. He's just not succeeding against left-handed hitters. 189 X ISO to righties isn't very good, but it's been limited by the fact that the real ISO is hiding it a little bit. Now, we have enough lefty bats in this lineup, whether that's Roden, extra cheap, Wallner, very cheap, Clemens with the first, second MPE, Julien is out there with another second base eligibility. Those are just the straight lefties. You've got Lee and Gasper as switch hitters if you want them. Both guys also eligible at second. And then you can grab some of the righties, someone like Jeffers. I don't care that it's righty. You're getting a catcher. You've obviously got Royce Lewis in at third. We have plenty of options and none of them are expensive. There's not a single guy in their projected lineup over 4K. Now, for the Twins in general, they're not all that interesting of a team. They are 18th in WRC plus at home. They are 24th in WRC plus against righties, below average clearly. But power plays a little bit differently. 16th in ISO at home. Okay, not bad, that's average. 11th in ISO against righties, and that sets us up well. We might not have the overall success, but we certainly have the power, and it's going to be very cheap to get to and allow us to fill out with a much better 3-man potentially. So now we build out the lineup. We want to see how good does this look in the single lineup simulator at stokastic.com. Scooble and Gallon are both in. Thanks to Laffy for that one. Scooble looking great, but we're spending up quite a bit. However, the Twins are saving us. Jeffers, Clemens in at first, Keyshaw in at second at 2,900. Then we get Royce Lewis at third. We get Matt Wallner in the outfield. That leaves us 4,400 per position. And that's with Scooble. That's a ton of extra salary to find a shortstop and 2 outfielders. And I'm expecting a pretty good lineup here. We'll click complete this lineup to fill out the optimal spots. And it's going to be pretty hard to fill out a lineup with something better here. We get a 2-man Orioles stack with Gunnar Henderson in at short and Colton Cowser as our other outfielder. And then a single one-off Oakland A's bat. Give us Lawrence Butler. I love every single bit of this. You can see every hitter on our team is less than 10% owned. The only real ownership we're taking on is in Tariq Skubal. So we can eat that chalk and still be different, but we still need to find out if it looks any good. So let's click run lineup simulation. And not only does it look good, not only does it look great, this may just be the best lineup we've built in the history of this video. A 118 sim ROI, a 0.4% chance to win, 3.2% chance at top 10, and a 39% cash rate. I don't think we could have done much better. So kudos to Laffy for giving us the 2 pitchers. Kudos to me for giving you guys the stack, and kudos to the single lineup simulator for filling it out, because I say it a lot, but I mean it today. This right here is the perfect lineup.